I've just realised this is going to be the first boy talk where I'm single. Why would you take advice of someone who was engaged and now is single? Okay, but I feel like I'm quite different. My mindset is very different to how I used to think. I feel like I'm a little bit more grown up. I'm a bit more wise. So hopefully I'll be able to give you some good advice, but this is just my opinion. This is just my advice, okay? Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. What's good? I hope you're all doing well. So like I was saying, we're back with another boy talk. This one is going to be so different to my past ones because obviously I was engaged, I was in a relationship for like 5 years, and now I'm single. I'm newly single, and to be honest, my mindset has changed so much. Not with everything, but with a lot of things, I think. We'll see anyway. I've got a lot of boy talk dilemmas. I also got a couple of girl talk ones as well, so I'm thinking of doing like a mukbang next week and talking about like friends and family and just a little bit more of a diverse talk, if you know what I mean. But I feel like boys just stress us out, so we need a separate video for boy dilemmas, and then real life dilemmas I'll do maybe next week or the week after, I'm not sure. But boys, why are you stressing us out for? We don't appreciate it, thank you so much. Okay, so I got quite a few actually, and some of them I was shook, I won't lie. I was like, okay, I'm not ready to be in with the dating scene again. That's the thing, I'm not ready for the dating scene. I'm happy just to stay single for a little bit and do me, because from these, I'm not ready to get back out there yet. I'm not ready for that. The main one that I've got, and I think it's because obviously I'm going through it at the minute, is how to get over a breakup now. Me and Patrick are in a very different kind of situation. We are obviously still friends, and that was another question actually, another dilemma, how to stay friends with an ex. So I might go into a little bit of detail on that because obviously I get a lot of questions about it and a lot of people hate on it, which is kind of weird, but I mean, I get it to a point. I get it if you've been in a bad relationship and you've broke up and you can't stand your ex and you're like, how are them two still friends, if that makes sense. But anyway, so with the breakup, it's been a little bit easier on us both because obviously we've remained friends, and yeah, that always makes it easier because you're not cutting that person out of your life completely, which in some cases is an amazing idea, I won't lie. I think if we was in a toxic relationship or if someone had done something, then fair enough, like just cut them off. But me and Patrick had such a good friendship while we was together, and we were so involved in each other's family life that it just made sense to stay friends, and we're both happy with that. I'm happy for him to move on, he's happy for me to move on. So like if I found out he was speaking to another girl, that's absolutely fine, that's nothing to do with me. I'm a friend, probably won't talk to him about it because that'd be a little bit weird, but like I'm happy for him. So that's just our relationship at the minute. You might find it weird, that's fine, I don't, so there we go. But yeah, how to get over a breakup. So if I had broken up with Patrick and it was a bitter breakup and I needed a clean like break, if that makes sense, I've learned the past couple of weeks, I feel like this year I'm a completely different person. From January 2019, 1st of January 2019, I swear on my life, I am a different person. I can't explain how, and I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm all about controlling my mind and conspiracy theories. I'm a little bit deeper as a person. That sounds so strange, but I think I'm all about me at the minute and finding out about myself a little bit more. So the one thing I've learnt this year is the power of the mind. So if you have broken up with your boyfriend and you want to get over him and you want a clean break, there's no going back, I think the best thing to do is take them off all social media, which I know is so difficult. It's so difficult. Just pretend I'm there holding your hand while you're doing it, because I know for a fact that could be, I'm imagining me and Patrick having a clean break and having to block him on everything. That would be so hard. So maybe get someone to kind of be your like little what's that name? What is that? Like a cheerleader, not a cheerleader. What is that? Like when someone's trying to encourage you. Oh, I don't know, but get someone there with you, because I know it's going to be really difficult. So get someone there, like your mum, your best friend, your sister, your brother. Just get someone there to help you through it. Block them on everything. And the one thing that I've never really heard anyone mention, and it's going to be hard at first because it's really hard to control your own mind, which is so silly. Like, how is it hard to control yourself? But it can be really hard to control your mind. Once you're thinking about something, it's really hard not to think about it. But if he ever pops up in your mind and you start thinking of all the good times and you start thinking about your relationship and things, this is going to be so hard at first, but trust me, it gets way easier the more you do it. Just block that from your mind and start thinking about something else. Now, I'm saying this a couple of weeks or a couple of months on from the breakup. At first, I think it's so important to let yourself heal. When me and Patrick broke up, of course, we're still friends, but the first month of us breaking up was really difficult, and that's why we didn't address it. That's why we didn't say anything, and that allowed me to cry it out. It allowed me to we don't seem upset about the breakup because we've already had that time to kind of be sad about it. And trust me, we was both, I remember texting him and I was like, Pa, I just can't do it anymore. I genuinely can't do this anymore. And that sounds really severe, I know, but that's how you feel at the time. You feel like you're just never going to move past it. You're never going to move on from it. And yeah, it's just, obviously it was good that we broke up because we needed to, but when you actually break up, when you've actually done the deed, oh my goodness, it hurts like hell. So I think it's really important to allow yourself that time to kind of cry it out, release your emotions, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's so important to do that. And then after that, if he pops into your mind or she pops into your mind, block it out straight away. So just think about something else. Go and call your friend or go and watch a film. Just take your mind off it. I know that's going to be really hard at first, like I was saying. Honestly, I found it really difficult, but if you're constantly thinking about that person, I know it sounds strange, but you're going to be constantly fantasizing about that relationship, which might lead you back to him or might make you want to look at his Instagram. Whereas if you're not thinking about him, eventually it's going to become natural that you just don't think about him anymore. Does that make any sense? Because I've had this recently where I've been upset about something, and in not particularly a person, but I've been upset about something and it's been on my mind, and the less I think about it and the more I've trained my mind not to think about it, I don't think about it anymore, and it's fine. And it is what it is. So that is a really important one for me, controlling your mind. And I've been watching this thing on YouTube, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a talk show. And they were saying that when girls break up with guys, we always have this parallel universe that we go into where we believe the relationship was incredible. So say this guy has treated you really badly for 5 years and you finally broke up with him. All of a sudden, you'll go into this parallel universe where you're thinking, by the way, pineapple juice in a wine glass because cultured. I'm such a weirdo. Yeah, you'll go into this parallel universe where you're like, oh, but he used to do this. Actually, was he really that bad? But he used to be really nice and blah, blah, blah. And you'll go into this whole different mindset of this guy was amazing. No, he was not. No, he was not. Like I was saying, block out all of the good times. Sometimes it is good to think about him though, because moving on from your relationship, going into your next one, you don't want to forget how he treated you, because you don't want that ever again. So if you need to think about all the bad stuff, do it, because trust me, if you think about the bad stuff, it'll get you angry and you'll be like, actually, I don't deserve that one bit at all. And don't view breakups as a bad thing. Obviously it is a bad thing at the time. The first couple of months is honestly horrible. Once you go into your next relationship, be so thankful for your last breakup, because you can be like, actually, thank you for teaching me that I deserve so much better. And trust me, once you've put up with it, and if you have that mindset, you'll never put up with it ever again. And that guy will have shown you how you don't want to be treated. So just be thankful, and one day you might actually be like, thank you. Thank you so much for breaking my heart, because I'll never let that happen again. But yeah, that is the best advice I could give. Train your mind not to think about him, because honestly it gets easier, I promise. And block him on social media is the best thing to do. If you're constantly seeing him, then you're constantly, oh, that's sunlight, hi. Oh, where did it go? Oh, it went. Yeah, if you're constantly seeing him, you're constantly just going to be thinking about him. And imagine if he posted a snap with a girl. Nah, you don't want to see that. You do not want to see that, trust me. So yeah, that's the best advice I could give, but please, please, please allow yourself time to be sad, because that's something I never did with one of my relationships, and it was the biggest downfall of my life. So allow yourself time to heal from that breakup, and then you can move on and be happy. Yeah, and you're gonna find someone better, trust me, because you're amazing. The thought of actually moving on right now for me is just really whack. Like, I think if I was really secure in myself, it'd be an amazing like experience and opportunity and whatever, but this is what I mean when I was saying my mindset's changed. I'm such a different person now compared to when I was in a relationship. I've had to kind of fend for myself. I've been in 2 like long-term relationships. One of them started when I was 15, then we broke up, and then a couple of months later I got with Patrick. So I've always been in a relationship. I'm a relationship person. I just love, and I love having someone there. They make me really happy, so that's just me. But I'm now able to kind of find myself, obviously from being 15 to 20, I'm 22 this year, that's actually depressing, but from being 15 to 21 I've changed so much, and I want to find out what makes me happy and what makes me me, and that's what's important about 2019. So this is the year of no boys for me. Thank you. Imagine I get a boyfriend next week, you're all going to be like, really? What are these?
They're like different crisps.
I'll try these ones.
Lentil, there's hummus ones. No, I've just bought them as new.
These what ones?
Hummus.
Did you say hummus? I would have liked the hummus ones.
The hummus ones are downstairs. I thought you'd opened them.
No.
They've been part opened.
Oh.
They're different flavours.
Oh, I don't like them ones. It tastes a bit bland.
There's sea salt. There's other things. No added sugar, gluten-free and vegan, 40% less fat. So they're quite good, aren't they? Mm. But if you just fancy a nibble.
Yeah, sometimes I do just fancy a nibble. They're like, I can imagine these being really nice with like in a little tray when you're having like a drink, a bit of wine or something, just a nice little snack.
Yeah, not too salty and not. They're quite nice.
You actually, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about that. Mum just interrupted everything. So the next boy dilemma is, I need a job desperately, and the only job that has come back to me is to be a host girl in a club in the private booths. I know my boyfriend wouldn't be keen on this. Do I keep it quiet and say I'm just doing bar work, or do I tell him the truth? If so, how do I tell him? Okay, so I have kind of experience with this. So I used to model like back in the day. It was like 2 years ago, it wasn't that long ago. So before I did YouTube, and actually a little bit while I was doing YouTube, I was a model. I used to do e-com, I used to work with Pretty Little Thing in the style, I used to work with a lot of brands that I work with now, which is so crazy. But I used to do a lot of modelling work, of course, and in with modelling work is underwear shoots. Now, Patrick was not okay with that, which is fine. I mean, I get it. If his mum saw it, I would probably die. But at the time I was like, this is the only thing that's going to boost my career, and my agents at the time were really pressuring me to do, no, that's not fair. They wasn't pressuring me to do it, but they were saying it will go a long way if you have some underwear shoots on your portfolio. And this really good underwear brand, I don't know whether I'm allowed to disclose the brand, but it's a well-known one. It's one that you will see on the high street. It's kind of a little bit of a provocative lingerie, you know, and they wanted to work with me. So obviously I'm in a predicament, because I'm like, one, this is a lot of money, this is a lot of exposure, and my agents are going to kill me if I don't do it. But on the other hand, Patrick's also going to kill me if he then sees me in underwear on some pictures. So I was in a dilemma because I was like, do I just do it and pray he never sees it, or do I tell him that I'm going to do it, or do I just not do it? So I went with the latter. Okay, I was stupid at this point. I'm not gonna lie, I would not recommend this at all, and this is why I'm giving you this little story, because I want you to learn from my mistake. So I did the shoot, and I was saying to Patrick, I told him who I was working for, which was kind of like, it was like a white lie. It wasn't a lie, I never lied to him, I just didn't tell him the full truth. That's what I did. I didn't want to ever lie to him. So I went on this shoot and I just told him that it was loungewear. It was not just loungewear, it was also underwear, and not just underwear, it was quite lacy underwear. It was very like revealing, and it was very sexy, of course. So yeah, I went ahead and did the shoot. A few weeks later he sent me the pictures because he'd seen them on social media. So I think in these situations, if you tell your boyfriend that you're just doing bar work, he's probably going to find out that you're... I don't know what a host girl is. Is that the girls that kind of look after guys in booths? I'm not sure. Now, if I would have told him the truth, I think that would have made it so much easier. I would have been like, do you know what, babe? This is a really big campaign. I really want to do it. It's a lot of money. Get over it. And I think if he's your boyfriend and if he loves you, then he'll get over it. Like, Patrick would have never left me because I did underwear shoots. I just couldn't be bothered with the argument. So my point is, I don't think you should lie about it, because I think the truth will always come out. I don't think you should not do it though, because obviously, like you were saying, you need a job. This is so long-winded, I'm so sorry, but you need a job, so obviously I wouldn't not do it. But maybe just tell your boyfriend the truth and just kind of reassure him that it's going to be okay. All you're going to be doing is like pouring drinks. I don't actually know what host girls do, so I think it's the girls that, like, once you have like champagne bottles, they're like, woo, woo. If you're a host girl, let me know in the comments and let me know what you do, because I have no idea, but I'm guessing that's what it is. So just reassure him that it's going to be okay and that you need a job. Just explain to him why you want to do it. But I think once you start lying to your partner, you just go down a slippery slope. So I wouldn't lie to him, because it's probably going to come out, to be honest. Okay, this one's actually really winding me up, because I can't imagine how frustrated you must feel. So this girl says, every time something goes wrong with my boyfriend, he gets really angry and doesn't talk to me for days. I don't know what to do anymore because I feel really sad about it. That's ridiculous. What the hell is he playing at? I don't know how you're dealing with that. I would be psycho crazy. I am that psycho bitch. I'm not really psycho. I'm quite chilled out actually. But if he was constantly not replying and not speaking to me, best believe I am round at his house speaking to his mum like, bring your son downstairs please, we need to talk. Oh my goodness, that must be so frustrating. And if you don't know the family, then obviously you're not going to turn up at his house. But I would definitely speak to him about that, because that must be... I imagine what would be that bad in your relationship for you not to talk for a couple of days. I've always said I don't think there's any point in being in a relationship if you don't see it then progressing into marriage. I just think or not marriage, because not everyone wants to get married, but like progressing into a long-term future. So I always go into relationships, I know it sounds really strange and my future boyfriend could be watching this and could be like, whoa, this bitch has already got a wedding dress. I've not, but I think it's really important to like have that view in mind. If I ever see a red flag where I'm going to be like, I wouldn't want my husband to do that, then best believe you're out of my life, see you later. So you don't want a husband that's gonna, or like a lifelong partner that's, if something goes wrong, like if you're arguing about bills or if you're arguing about like little things, you're not going to speak for a few days. Like, that's ridiculous. I would just have a conversation, but when you're in a good place, and just be like, listen, I really love you, or I really like you, or whatever kind of, I mean, I'm guessing it's love, I don't know, but just kind of saying, I really love you and I want this to work, but it's not going to work if you keep cutting me out like that. We need to talk through our arguments. It's not a mature thing to just block someone out, especially if it's your girlfriend. So yeah, just have a conversation with them about it and just be like, babes, let's just not mess about. I'm not here for these games anymore. I need to get Mama Jan's advice on some of these, because she's got the good advice. Mum, This girl just said every time something goes wrong with my boyfriend, he literally gets so angry that he doesn't talk to me for days.
The communication is the key to all good relationships.
Oh, look at that wisdom. Communication is the key to good relationships. Thank you, Mama Jan. Love that from you. Some of these are so good. I really want to answer all of them. I've never had a boy talk this juicy before, but if you want another one, then let me know. I don't want to waffle on and make this like a 40-minute video, but because I want to go a little bit more in depth with each dilemma. But if you want me to do another one and you enjoy these videos, then make sure you let me know, because I will definitely do more. I really enjoy them. I feel like just because I'm sat on my bed and we're really chilled out and I've got my snacks, I've got my drink, like it's just like we're having a little chat, and I love that. So these are my favourite videos to film, where we're just like, you know. How do I know if a boy really is into me? And I answered this on my Instagram question and answer thing the other day, but I think if you know, you know. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be as brutally honest and as blunt as possible, because I would want that for myself if I was in this situation. So I think you need to look out for signs and red flags. Now this to me is a massive red flag. If he is only calling you at a certain time past maybe like 10 p.m, or is only calling you and then you go into his room, and you know what, that's not good. That's not good. Don't be having that. If he never takes you out on dates, red flag. If he hasn't introduced you to his mum or his friends, red flag. I mean, obviously you're not going to be introduced to his mum straight away, like maybe give that a little bit of time, but if you've been seeing each other for a while and you've only like done the deed but like not really done much else, red flag. I think one of the main things for me is communication. If he's not interested in you at all, like if he's not asking you personal questions, if it's just small talk all the time and just him asking you to come round or whatever, babes, he's not that into you, just wants you for the deed. It's not a good thing. It's hard to take, because obviously if you like someone and they're showing like a little bit of interest, so you're kind of like, obviously like they must like me a little bit because they want to sleep with me or whatever, it's really hard to kind of admit to yourself, actually they just want me for this one thing. You need to be brutally honest. Step out of, I really like this guy, I really love this guy. Completely step out of that mind. Be your own friend and kind of look at all the pros, look at all the cons, and they will add up, I swear. Don't go into that parallel universe I was telling you about at the beginning when you break up with someone. Don't just start thinking about all the good times, like actually yeah, he definitely likes me, like 100%. Don't go into that. Like I said, step out of your own mind, go into your own best friend's mind, and you tell yourself as your best friend, he's just not that into you, babes. You just gotta do that sometimes. I was saying this on my Instagram, you know, if you know, you know, you know, and watch the way he treats you and speaks to you and stuff. And then someone DM'd me about that and was like, yeah, but what if he's only doing that to get you into bed? So I would then look at the kind of conversations you guys are having, and look if he's taking you out on dates, look if he's speaking to you about the future. I think it says a lot about a guy if he doesn't ask about your family and doesn't ask about you. Not just like, how are you, how was your day, not them kind of questions, but really deep questions. Not deep like, how old was your grandma when she died, like not questions like that, but questions like, what do you want to be when you grow up, or like, what do you want to achieve in 5 years? I know that sounds really strange and it sounds a little bit intense, but if a guy is genuinely interested in you, then he will be interested in you, like what you do, what you like, what you don't like. He will be interested in your family, and yeah, I think that's one for me. And if he takes you out as well in public, if he's not taking you out in public, then I don't want to be the one to say it, but do you believe in once a cheat, always a cheat? If someone you're with has cheated in the past, should you give them a chance as they will change for the right person, or do you think they'll never change? Okay, so this is what I mean about mindsets. I used to have the mindset of once a cheat, always a cheat. I don't believe that now, because have you ever watched Hurt Bay? If you've not watched Hurt Bay, go and watch it. It's a video about two people, and this guy had cheated on the girl the whole way through their relationship. He'd done it with hundreds of women while they was together, and I saw him on Twitter yesterday, and he's got a new girlfriend and they look so happy. And it sounds horrible for the girl because she was so beautiful and she was bawling her eyes out on the video. It was awful, but at the same time, he just wasn't with the right person. That does not condone cheating. I don't condone cheating. I don't think it's right at all. I think if you're going to cheat, then just don't be with the person. It's not a nice thing, cheating, is it? But, you know, things do happen sometimes. Not everyone's perfect. But if they're with the right person, I think they would change. I don't think cheating is a way of life. So I definitely don't believe once a cheat is always a cheat. I think that's a bit of a stupid terminology. Although I was watching The Real, which is a talk show, and they were saying that once you've cheated, I think there was something about it being, once you've actually slept with someone else, you get this kind of, what is it? The next time you do it, you don't feel as guilty. I can't remember what it is, and the more you do it, the less guilt you feel, which is, I think, why that is a term, like, once a cheat is always a cheat, because the more you do it, the more numbed you become to it. So I guess in that way, then yeah, if it was like once or twice, no, not even twice, if it was a one-time thing, then I would say maybe give him a chance. If it was a couple of times, then maybe he might change for the right person. I don't want to say, yeah, like, give him a chance, and then he goes and cheats on you and you're devastated. But I think if you really like this guy and genuinely think you're the right person for him, then maybe just give it a go, but keep your guard up for a little bit and kind of have a conversation with him about it and be like, I know you've cheated in the past, I'm going to be extra wary, I'm going to be extra cautious. And maybe he might want to reassure you a little bit more and give you his phone, or, like, I don't know, get you to come on guys' nights out, or I don't know how he cheated, so I don't know. But maybe he just might treat you a little bit differently and might reassure you a little bit more. But I do believe that if you're with the right person, then you will change for them. So I think, no, I don't always think once a cheater, always a cheat. Wait, what? I don't always think once a cheat, always a cheat. Yeah, there we go. I'll answer one more and then bitch gats to go. I've got to get this video up today, so I'm going to try and edit it. I know I've been waffling for a while, you know. Okay, so this is the last but not least. So, boy's got a girlfriend but insists on chatting to me. Oh. Aww. Sorry, someone really nice just sent me a message. Boy's got a girlfriend but insists on chatting to me. We've slept together since he's had a girlfriend and I'm defo getting feels. Help a guy out. Okay. So, number one, I think you need to stop sleeping with him. Definitely. Like, you do not want to catch any more feels than you already have. Number one, because if he insists on chatting to you and has slept with you but has not broke up with his girlfriend yet, then, this sounds awful. I don't want it to, like, come from me. But as your best friend, as your gal Mads, he's just using you, babes. Like, that sounds awful, I don't want to be the one to say that, but if he's not broke up with his girlfriend yet, you don't want to be with someone that is cheating on his girlfriend. I'm sorry, but you really don't. And especially if you've already done the deed but he's still not broke up with his girlfriend for you. Like, I promise you will get over it if you try to get over it. But if he's insisting on talking to you, then if he insists, DM him and be like, actually mate, you've got a girlfriend, so don't insist on chatting to me unless you want your girlfriend to find out. If I was in this situation, I would just chat to the boy and be like, go away please, like, what you doing? You've got a girlfriend. I can't believe he's insisting on talking to you. That's freaking weird. That gets me so angry because I feel so sorry for the girlfriend. Like, I understand where you're coming from because obviously you've got feelings and everything, but trust me, he is not worth it. He is not worth it. He just sounds vile. Why would you don't want to be with someone like that. I'm telling you now, you do not want to be with someone like that. He needs to grow up. He needs to not have a girlfriend anymore, and that's vile. Don't keep chatting to him, don't keep sleeping with him, because you're just going to get stronger and stronger feelings, and he is bad news. He is a problem. I'm telling you now, he's a problem. He's not good news. So yeah, that would be my advice on that. Talk to him and be like, don't message me again. You've got a girlfriend. I know we've slept together, but one, you've not broke up with her, which I find very bizarre, and two, like, why would I want to be with someone that is like sleeping with someone else when you've got a girlfriend, you know? If you're not actually planning on speaking to her, maybe just threaten him like you're actually going to tell her, and be like, if you don't tell her, I will. Because it's not fair on her, obviously, and it's not fair on you, but he needs to be taught a lesson. I'm sorry, but he needs to learn. He sounds vile. you don't want to be with him, babes. So that is it from me today. I think I need to go and get a glass of vodka because them dilemmas I was not ready for, I won't lie. I have got a bunch more as well. I did want to answer as many as possible, but I also wanted to go in depth about them. I don't just want to kind of brush over them. So if you want to see another one next week or the week after or just in the future, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section if you enjoy them. I really love this video, and if you want to send me your boy dilemmas, then make sure to add me on Snapchat and Instagram. DM me, snap me, whatever you feel like. But yeah, I really enjoyed filming this. I think I love chatty videos anyway, but I love being able to be like the agony aunt of the best friends, you know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't let boys stress you out. They're not worth it, I promise you, and you will find someone amazing. If you're single, if you're not single and your boyfriend's stressing you out, then just clock him. I'm always joking. Just tell him, you're stressing me out, babes, let's just not go there. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in Tuesday's video. Mwah! By the way, I wanted to quickly mention my upload schedule has been a bit off recently. So my upload schedule is Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. If it's not Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and I'm only putting 2 videos up that week, I am going to try and do 3 videos a week, but if it's only 2, then it'll be Sunday for sure, and maybe Tuesday or Thursday or even a Wednesday. Actually, my upload schedule is just a mess, but I am going to aim for Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, but it could be a Wednesday sometimes. So yeah, I'm going to go now. I love you all. Mwah!